right. We're back with some Halloween collector podcast action. We got 3 people this time because we're going for the Brady bunch of horror collectors here. We got it. There, I'm back. Gabriel, what's up, man?
What's up, fellas? It's nice to see you guys. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man.
So, Patrick, what's been new, my friend?
Nothing, just freezing our tails off up here in Northeast PA. Everything's outside is frozen right now, so I'm stuck in the house, and it's going down to about 6 degrees tonight.
Yuck.
Damn.
I hate that.
Yep. That's
I
about
don't even know what that's about.
It's not fun.
People here in San Antonio know I'm from Detroit, and they say, "Oh, you should be used to that by now." And you're like, "How in the fuck do you get used to it being freezing ass cold outside?"
You never get used to it.
For it in Detroit and Pennsylvania, you're ready for it.
Yeah, no, you never get used to it. It sucks. But stuck here. Once the kids graduate, I definitely want to go someplace warmer.
Hell yeah.
Go to Texas. I can hang out in the store.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Oh man, you're upstaging me with the Halloween cup and everything. All right, Matt's out here. So anything too technical is going to get complicated for me. Matt says bye to everybody.
Later, Matt.
Let's let him go with a. Bye, Matt. That'll be the universal bye. All right, let me lock them out here. Check it out. We got that store action going on here. I gotta lock them out.
Wow,
Get a
it's still
sneak
light
peek
out
of the
there,
store.
too.
I wish you guys could come out here at some point.
One of these days.
I got a grand opening coming on the 27th of this month for anyone who happens to hear that's in the area. But
you're gonna have some people come out and do some signatures during that time, Mike?
No, not yet. Not yet. I tried working it out with a couple of people, and I've told this story a little bit, but I tried working it out with, well, I'd rather not say their names because I'm going to end up dealing with these people again. But yeah, long story short, the math doesn't work out. These celebrities have an amount to meet guarantee, right? So each celebrity comes with a price that they have to make worth of autographs that they sell. So if, for example, if it's $5,000 and they come in here and sell 4,000, you owe them $1,000 out of your pocket. But if they do 6,000, then you made 1,000 kind of thing. Well, what's happening is mathematically it doesn't work out. Because you know these people are going to charge $40 to $50 for a signature, right? And the person I was talking to wasn't really a top tier person, and they wanted $5,000. And at first I was like, that's going to be rough, because it's one of those people that you don't know who it is right away just by saying their name. You get what I'm saying? So it was seeming difficult, but I'm like, I'm throwing myself into it because I'm overzealous, and I figure, I'll get enough people to come in. But then they said it was for 4 hours, not for the day. So when I sat there, I sat there and did the math. I'm like, there's no fucking way in hell. Even if I got enough people here to make it, it still wouldn't work out. And you and I both know that nobody wants to just say, here's my picture, sign this and go. They want to talk about how their cousin's a fan of the fucking movie. And I don't want to be that dickhead that's standing there going, hey, these people need to make me some money. Get the fuck on out. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, I haven't got to struck yet with any.
You guys get anything new this week since last week?
The trick or treat order came in, the first one I've ever placed. Oh, badass. Check this shit. Did you see it without the glare? There we go. You guys see that?
Yeah.
Have you seen this yet?
The accessory pack?
That's the accessory pack, right?
Yeah. I must be out of the game because I'm like, man, I haven't even seen one of these yet, and I got them in.
Yeah, I'll get it one of these days. It's in my pre-order file from like a year ago. With everything else.
Some nice
Yeah,
packaging though on that.
Yeah, it looks really cool. It's awkward as all hell to display because it's really skinny and it's wide like that. So, that's been kind of the key to my week with the Halloween stuff. Again, this week has been about becoming a Halloween salesman of sorts. You know what I mean? Because now I deal in Halloween stuff. So the collecting world is getting really weird, man. It messes with your psychology because the stuff's yours, but it's not, but it is, and you know what I'm saying? But I'm getting used to it.
You like the Halloween drug dealer, Mike.
That's right. I just be wearing the jackets home and shit.
He's a pusher.
That's right. Mm.
How much for the 78 pumpkin? How much?
What do you got in here, man? That was a drag. I
Did
got.
you get anything new?
Yeah, check these out. I got the. You see down there, you can see Chucky and Glenn dolls down there. But per usual, and I'm dealing with this with the auctions and everything else. Mailing hasn't been very successful lately for the postal service. So look at that shit.
Lately, it's been years.
Yeah, so Tiffany's in there destroyed already. So I'm like, I fuck that. I'm not opening that. I'm just sending that right the fuck back.
Was that with most of them, Mike?
No, it was just everything was perfect except that one thing, and that's what makes it a drag. I got that OCD action, and you got two of the three right there.
Yeah, so now you gotta wait for the other one to come back in.
This is actually what I was going to bring this up. This is one of the things I got in this week, which is the Halloween Kills NECA.
Gangster.
Yeah.
And it came like this. Look at the top part.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
It's all broken. So
that bothers you?
Those been on the back order for a while.
So I reached out to, I don't know if you guys ever bought from Nightmare Toys.
Yeah.
I've been reaching out with them for the past weekend, but no response. So, because this shit's going back. There's no reason for that.
Busy on that Patreon action. She's got other projects to deal with. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
But so they haven't gotten back to me. It's been over a week. I've sent 3 emails. I hit them up on Instagram, and I'm just like, you know what? Then if they don't respond, then I'm not buying shit from them anymore. Because it's ridiculous. Because if you look at the way it was packed, the box came in fine. Like your box was destroyed from the postal service. The box is perfect condition. You could tell when they bubble wrapped it, somebody just pushed it through the bubble wrap instead of just slicing it, and it bent. So it's broken. It's like, you know what? I'm the same way. I'm OCD. Like it's like, well, that's how I display them. I hang them up on that thing. I can't hang that up. It's just going to come apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just want a replacement. I'm not asking for anything else. Just give me one that's not broken.
Those things sell out pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Nightmare Toys and the Patreon, you guys don't suggest I do the same thing to start getting followers, do you? I don't know now. Take some scandalous Halloween pictures in the fucking middle of the shop and shit and charge people $5 a month to check out the good content.
Put a dancing pole in the middle.
If times get too much tougher, I might pull schlong. Who knows? I'm just kidding.
Oh,
What was that, Patrick?
So I got that. I got my slippers.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice. Do they fit well? Did you try them on?
They're tight as hell because if you have big feet like me, they're tight. But they're stretching a little bit, so it's all right. But yeah, anybody's interested and wants to get a pair to wear, make sure you get the large size because they're really not as big as they should be. But it's not too bad.
Anything else?
I think I saw you with a koozie. What was that? You had a koozie also?
A koozie? What? The cup?
Yeah, which one? Was that a cup?
Yeah, so one
there you go.
From Spirit. The cup from Spirit. One of the 8,000 cups they put out every year. And of course, everybody's got to hit up the Dollar General. The Halloween Kills on
Kills alternate ending. Nice.
Yeah, because it wasn't supposed to come out till Tuesday, but Dollar General is famous for that. They put out shit It comes in, they put it out, even though it's not supposed to be out for another 2 weeks. I mean, it's coming out this Tuesday, but they've had it in Dollar General now probably over a week.
I don't even know what a Dollar General is.
That is a hot tip. That is a very hot tip.
We don't got them around us.
No Dollar General, there's in the New York, New Jersey area by me, Pennsylvania. There's one every 50 feet.
I think we have like similar, like 99-cent store, Dollar Tree, same shit.
Well, Dollar General is one of those stores that says Dollar General, but there's not a goddamn thing in there. There's a dollar. they're not like a regular dollar store. They're like the quote unquote friggin' Macy's of dollar stores where nothing's a dollar. But,
so what's new with your collection there, Mr. Gabriel? I know I saw something in the background there that I know you got recently from experience.
But yeah, besides the Loomis that I got from the auction with you, my last Grail piece. I pulled that out. Let me pull that out and show everybody.
Yeah, they like to check.
That's an awesome piece, man.
Yeah, I'm glad you grabbed it, man. For those of you who don't know, I do a Friday Facebook auction for a lot of this stuff. And I do rare ass items. Well, I have no choice because I have a very demanding audience.
So yeah, this was actually one of the pieces on Mike's auction.
Distinctive Dummies. I always like that name, Distinctive Dummies.
It was 38. I don't know if you can see, but it's like 38 out of 60. Fucking, that's pretty crazy. Really low number.
Yeah.
I know they have the Duo, which I'm going to be getting, hopefully. But this one, I never even knew until I saw it on the auction. So it's pretty cool and immaculate condition. It's never been taken out. And I'm just trying to get another detail to set all my other things in because I got all these things and I'm just not able to store them. I picked up this, if you guys saw the little Shop of Gore, this little mug, koozie. I really like this one. Something different.
It's very different.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I think it's rubber, maybe like high type of rubber, heavy duty rubber.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. And then what else I got in recently? There hasn't been much lately. Not a lot of drops, but besides the distinctive dummy Dr. Loomis Grail, which that one just needs its own detail for it, literally.
Yeah.
Seriously, fuck. This one is pretty badass. This is a different type of collector. If you guys heard of Turkey Merc, I don't know if I'm saying it right. He does like mugs.
Whoa.
Pottery, ceramics, polystone, that type of stuff.
That's a good
Pretty
job.
badass. Yeah, so I got the last run. I from what I heard, I don't know, he's been doing it for many years. It's really good business, and he has a lot of different variants from Myers to his own little collection stuff that he does. Pretty expensive, but I think they're worth it. So this was his last run because he had some issues with licensing. Something with the license, and he did like, from what I heard, the very first run, some people even sell it. It's limited for like $3,000 to $5,000. It's crazy. But this is one of my favorite pieces I have, and put that in the display case.
Didn't Middle of Beyond put out a Myers like that? I think they did a couple of years ago. They put something along the lines of that, Middle of Beyond, and they sold out real quick.
Say what, Patrick?
Middle of Beyond. Did you guys ever buy anything from Middle of Beyond?
Middle of Beyond.
They did put out some nice stuff. Like they're actually, Mike, I know you have the Halloween scarf. That's Middle of Beyond. They put that out, and they have they have sweaters and shirts, and they're really, really pricey, but nice stuff. But they're pricey. But they did.
Is that the UK brand?
I don't think so.
Is it a UK brand?
I don't think it's UK. No. They're still around. They still have some stuff online that they put out. It's pretty nice.
They're the ugly Christmas sweater. There's how they advertise their company as the ugly Christmas sweater.
Yeah, they do a lot. Not just Halloween, but all sorts of,
Oh, they got badass shit. If I'm not mistaken, they got like the shorts too, right?
Yeah, the shorts, sweaters, shirts, you name. I mean, the stuff is really nice, but they're not cheap at
And
all.
they're actually licensed. One of the 3 or 4 companies in the world that is allowed to make Halloween shit.
Why they're so expensive? They gotta pay. They gotta pay the VIG.
Yeah, I'm sure it cost them quite a percentage. It's got to be like 40%. If I was
Quality over quantity, right?
Well, they make it rough because Halloween is a well-protected brand. Like the owners of Halloween, they protect that shit like a motherfucker. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but I've been to a couple of times, especially the H40 convention. Like you start walking around and you're like overwhelmed. You're like, whoa. And then you see tables packing up. You're like, what's going on? They're leaving because the companies, whether it be Trinkets or Compass or whoever, they come around and they say, hey, you don't have the right to sell that. Shut your table down right then and there. So like they're very
just like
protected.
that.
Yeah, but if you look, I think they have a list of companies that they actually license out to on the HalloweenMovies.com, I believe. And it's not a very big list.
I haven't been on there in a while. They never update it. I used to follow it all the time, and they just never seem to update anything on that freaking page.
You want to talk about some Halloween bullshit, right? Well, I should be on the road right now, but I did it to myself again, and now my businesses are too much. I can't leave. But tomorrow is when they start filming Halloween Ends.
Mm-hmm.
And I have an invite to go out there and be a part of the extras.
And you can't go?
Right. That's cool.
I actually got the invite from Jim Courtney himself. So
how long is the event gonna be going for?
How long what?
How long is the event?
Oh, the movie that they're making? They're filming the Halloween Ends in North Carolina tomorrow.
Is there No, you're not going to go?
No, there's too much stuff going on. I'm not going to be able to go. I got multiple businesses running at the same time, overlapping hours. It's kind of a headache right now, but it's worth it. Halloween stuff. Plus, I'm not against the idea of not being involved with one because, wouldn't that suck to like, you go around to the conventions and you meet the actors. It takes away a little bit of it when you meet the people. It takes a little bit of it. I would be scared to death that actually physically appearing in one would like take even more away from the allure of watching Halloween movies. Either that or it's just I'm really lazy and I don't want to drive 24 fucking hours one way. You know what I'm saying? Which could be the case.
So just fly out.
Yeah, I don't know where Wilmette is in comparison to a city that is big, but either way.
I'll go to Charlotte, North Carolina. Flying into Charlotte. That's like a big city, I think.
So either way.
That's pretty cool that you had that opportunity at least, even if you're not going to go.
Hey, I go too, but I don't have the time either. I wish I could go. I get it. I get it. Because, like if they sent me an invite, I don't even know if I'd be able to get with all this shit going on. I'm so freaking busy.
Doesn't that suck, being an adult?
It really sucks. I tell my kids all the time, don't grow up. It sucks.
I can finally afford all the shit I want, but I don't have any time to do the shit I want. I hate growing up. Yeah, plus health, man. Oh, man. I've been cracking more and more every day.
It looks like Jeff
pick your battles.
Like Jeff in the chat is the one that lost out on the Loomis. See him in the chat?
Oh yeah, that's hard, man, because you got this stuff can go all night.
And but I think he scored the clown though the other night though, which was pretty badass.
Oh, he got the clown. Nice.
He got the clown from Mike.
Annabelle versus Michael Myers crossover.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's got that creepy ass. It was funny because when we was talking earlier, he was positioned right in front of it, and he'd scoot over just a little bit. Like, what the fuck was that? It's like a creepy ass. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, I got that over my left shoulder right now. You see Myers peering out from the freaking tombstone.
Right? Yeah, he's right behind you, Patrick.
I just noticed it. It looks like my dog. That's like my dog. I have a little white dog, and when he's staring at me from the corner, I'm like, stop pulling the Myers on me.
That's the cardboard piece, right? Behind you.
The one on one side is a cardboard thing from Party City. The other one is the tombstone that Party City put out too. I forgot about that. It's a tombstone. That's just the top of it. If I move in a direction, you can see it.
So what did you guys think of the auction this week? I'm asking, this sounds lame, but my energy level was zip this
That's
time.
all those monsters you had? You think you have like 5 monsters?
Those don't work, man. That's like empty fuel. So I was at it since 6 a.m. just running around all over town and having to do all this shit. And I was exhausted, and I hadn't done them in a couple weeks. Plus, I was starting to get nervous that it's hard to find a good groove with that group, like we were discussing before. With our group in the Facebook auction that I do, they're all super collectors. Like nobody wants anything to do with any of the stuff like you could find at at a store or something. Like nobody wants anything to do with a lot of the stuff that's common. And I get it. Most people already have it, but I mean like not even a bite. And you can't even give this stuff away. I start out for like half of what it's worth, and people don't even do it. But my biggest fear, and I'll keep doing the auction because everybody digs it and people are getting stuff out of it. And it means the world to me that it helps people complete their collection and stuff, believe it or not. But the thing that scares me is the prices I do this stuff for. I do it so that fans can experience the joy, right? But what I'm afraid of is it's starting to look like companies are catching wind of the shit and they're buying the shit and they're turning around and selling it because it's an investment that they can get it for so cheap. And I'm not fucking doing that. Mm-hmm. So like, I just got to be conscious of that and make sure that doesn't happen, because that's how the collecting shit gets not fun when these guys come in here and overprice everything, buy all the posters up like that second, like the Mondo ones and shit for $50, and then they turn around and put them on eBay immediately for $130.
Right. It makes it not fun at all.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that buy and resell crap.
A huge part of it this week's auction. Oh man, I take it down too, by the way, so it's hard to watch after the fact. I like to take them down, keep the allure going. Plus, there's other reasons. I can go ahead and say it in front of us, but there's a fine line in the contract that I signed with all these companies as to what I can sell online and what I can't. So some of these companies I have contracted to not sell their products online in order to have it in the store. So I just take it down. I don't need it up, there for the world to see, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I get it. It stinks because you probably be doing well if you could just do it online too. On top of being able to do it at the store.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I remember you said because they just wanted it to be like a brick and mortar place, but why do they allow other places to have a store and sell online, but not you?
So you can sell online, but it's for a certain price. You can't go below.
Right.
It's like pretty much retail. So I could put it up there like I'm downshipping it, like as retail price, but you can't go. I think it's like 5% below their price.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So because they don't want to compete with you online, because that's entirely where they do their sales directly from the company.
See, my biggest problem with the auctions on Friday night is usually on Friday nights I'll hang out. I have like a little man cave in the garage. I'll have a beer, I'll have a cigar, relax, and I'll put you on and we'll watch it. And my wife's usually sitting there. So it's like I'm like, oh my, that's why I'm like, she's out of the room. Come on, put something up quick. But she's like, are you bidding on anything? Are you buying something? I'm like, no.
You got a secret layer and everything to do your bidding, and you just get discovered anyway. Exactly. Maybe you should get a different address, and then you can then you can go to your own place. I tell you, it's expensive to do, but you can get away with more stuff in the collecting world.
Get a PO box, send the statements there.
Yeah. Plus, when it comes to the old lady, think about it. These are no longer like personal purchases. Now this stuff is inventory. So I can buy whatever the fuck I want. Everybody thinks it's for the business now.
That's awesome. God, I need that.
It's different to get used to.
No, but once it becomes a hoarding issue, that's one that you can't stop.
Yeah. See, I have trouble because like Matt was all excited to see a bunch of stuff pack in today when we got the trick or treat order, and we just got the NECA order a little bit ago and stuff like that too. But what other thing? Shit. But I don't see the stuff that's been added. I see what's been sold. Like every time I come in here, I go, oh, that used to be right there, and I used to have that Rob Zombie hobo figure right there, and but I'm getting used to it. It's definitely hard to get used to though, because you guys know. I mean, I put this example to it, even with like when I would be laying in bed at 2:30 in the morning and I don't want to go look to see if I have that certain DVD that's just a little different looking than the rest of them. I'll just buy it. And then when it shows up, I'll figure out that I have it already. And that's happened a ton of times. I buy stuff multiple times. And I didn't even want to part with doubles and stuff back then. I would hoard those, like not even send it back. Just, oh, fuck it. I'll just keep it because it's cool to have this in the collection, multiple of everything. So
yeah, eventually you're going to downsize.
Yeah. Now you go from that to letting people come in and just buy the stuff right out from under you. It takes a little bit to get used to, that's for sure.
And that's like I told you, that's the main reason I started my Instagram page. Because I'd be out at a convention or someplace and I'd forget, do I have that variant? Do I have this? That's the reason everybody's like, oh, some people do like fancy pictures and all this other shit. I said, I always started basically as my personal inventory. So that's why I know what I have when I'm out somewhere.
Long before we knew each other, your Instagram was kind of like my gauge of what I wish I would have fucking done with my shit from the beginning. You know what I mean? But when I saw how badass your Instagram page is, the way everything's cataloged, I was like, man, I would love to do that, but you can't get started when you're already at like 10,000. It's too much to get caught up.
Yeah, it definitely would take a lot. I mean, and a lot of the stuff I would put on from day to day is stuff I've had for a while. But I just try to, and there's still plenty of stuff I still don't even have on there because sometimes I'm like, shit, what else did I got to put on there? And I'll forget and I'll just rummage through because there's a bunch of stuff still I got to put on. But that was
you'll start posting the same picture.
Yeah, I've done that too. And I'm like, oh crap. And I go back and delete it because I'm like, I already have it. And I actually almost forgot. I did get one more thing this week and I forgot it's out. It's in the other room. I got a script, an original Halloween 6 script.
Really?
From the story behind it. I got it from, if you guys know Nicholas Grabowski, who did the Halloween 4 novel. He was selling, he had like 3 or 4 versions of the script that were given to him by Daniel Farrens, the guy that wrote Halloween 6, because they wanted him to turn it into a Halloween 6 novelization. But it never came to fruition, so he's had these scripts, so he sold a couple of them, and I got one.
That's gangster.
So
cool.
I'll bring it's in the other room. I'll bring it in next week. He's actually, and after he sent it to me, I'm like, shit, I should have had him write this down and sign it to keep with it. So he's sending me a thing, how we got it and whatnot, and signing it. So I'll have that for next week too, because I thought that was pretty cool.
I missed a huge opportunity with a Halloween 6 script. If you guys remember this on eBay, probably about 2 years ago, there was she was the one on the cover of the Alice in Chains album. She was in Halloween 6. Mariah.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking
You know
about.
what I'm talking about, right? Beth, I think her name was in the movie or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that Halloween 6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was like, I want to say like Mariah O'Brien or something like that. Anyway.
Mariah O'Brien, that's her. Yep.
Okay. She was selling her copy of the script with all the notes and stuff like that in it and everything. And I didn't get it. I regretted that. I didn't think I would regret not getting it, but I fucking do. For sure. Dude, what's something you wish you would have grabbed, Patrick, that you missed out on?
The one thing I was watching a couple years back that I could kick myself for was I was watching the 2600 Atari cartridge in the box mint, and I was watching it, and at the time it was about $800, I think, and I was leery because it was from Germany, and that's where a lot of the reproductions come from, and I'm like, if I send $800, it comes, I find out it's a reproduction, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get my money back and all that shit. So I kept watching and watching and watching. Then I noticed it was gone one day, and then boom, who pops up and posts a picture of it? You know Michael Romano in the group. He's got all H1 stuff. He picked it up, but he did his due diligence, and he found he was able to distinguish that the box was real based on the colors on the back, which I didn't know at the time because I never bought the reproduction.
Yeah.
Because why am I going to spend $125 on a reproduction? I'll just save the money someday and get the real one. And so that's the one I could kick myself. I should have just went for. I'm like, let me just go for it. You get your money back from eBay, but it's just a hassle. But that's the one that slipped away that I should have done.
Man, you got one, Gabriel? You got something you wish you would have picked up on, but you missed?
Probably two things. I mean, they're pretty acquirable, but just you got to spend a lot of money on them. Halloween box set, DVD box set with what's his name, Paul Shipper art.
Mm-hmm.
The complete box set sealed. Those are hard to come across. And I think when I was telling you about the H4O, when I didn't even know about Edmiston so much that the line was so much bigger than Castle, and that closet scene Myers print, any even the variant or the original, I would have been fine with. Probably that, because I don't see myself spending like 2 racks, whatever it is, 1,800 going, or it's just too much for me for a print. But I'd like that one, and maybe because I'm getting more into prints. I like masks and figures, but I'm starting to get into prints. I like also the Taylor one, Ken Taylor with the red leaves.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's the variant or not, but they're very limited. They're like limited of like 100 or 150, I believe. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I like
Which
that.
one is that?
What was that? That's one thing I should have said. The prints. I never started collecting the prints years ago just because I have some of the original movie posters, but I just never had the wall space for prints, so I just never bought them.
Yeah, I agree with you with the wall space for sure.
Now they're so out of hand because they have such a limited run and they're so damn expensive. So, needless to say, I'll never own them because I'm not going to go spend thousands of dollars on them because it's just too much. But I should have did it, but that was my one regret.
It's not a very fun roller coaster to ride if you watch it though, because like some of these posters, when I acquired them, I bit the bullet and spent stupid money, but that was your only choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now some of the stuff, like you turn around and you want to try to sell for the same price of what you paid for it, and no fucking way. And you watch it on eBay, and you're like, you get attached to these things, like your grail pieces, your personal passion pieces, and stuff like that poster would be. And you watch it, and you're like, you feel pride about it because it's this $1,800 poster or whatever. But then you start watching eBay, and people just start dropping the price because nobody wants them. Because they gave up. The prices are too ridiculous, so they back out, and you never catch them again.
That's why I don't have them. I'm not going to spend that amount of money. So that's why when some of them pop up, very rarely do I go after them. I'm just like, I missed that shit. I mean, I got so much other stuff. I have nothing to complain about. And like I told you from the beginning, one of my main passions when it was, I started collecting when there was no collectibles. So I was buying you know, anything to do with the films. Like I have all the film reels, and I have the trailers, and I have, you know, all the press kits and the stuff. I love that stuff. I'll still chase that stuff. But the prints, if I see a print come up and there's a decent run of them and it's a small amount of money, I have one or two of them. But like those real rare ones that are going for like $500-600, or like the Edmondson ones, I never got them, and I probably never will, because I'm not going to spend that money. I mean, I'd love to.
I'm just
not
mad
that I don't want it, but I'm just not going to spend the money.
To try to find them like at some like old lady or grandma or grandpa's house or something like that. Someone who like doesn't know anything about collection and they just have it, I don't know, in the wild. Let's just say that.
Not a lot of people know this about me. I actually have every Playboy magazine from #1 to it's over now. They stopped making the magazine, I think, last year. So I have all of those. But you could get away with some shit collecting Playboys, because those are all in people's attics. They'll just give them to you. You know what I'm saying? But here's how it backfires, because you put an ad on Craigslist saying you look for Playboys and stuff like that. I got so many fucking gay dudes fucking calling me.
Creepy dudes.
Asking, oh, you looking for some Playboys? We got that code on Craigslist or some shit. But the ones that were legit were like the older couples and stuff like that, or the new married couples, and they're just moving in together, and he needs to get rid of his Playboys because she doesn't want them in the house. I wish there was some shit like that with Halloween, but everything that's owned by Halloween people is owned by serious Halloween people, and they don't want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
I actually own only one Playboy. The only one I own is the I forget what year it is. It's right behind me. The one with Judith Myers in it. What's her name from the first movie? Why am I drawing a blank on her name?
Sandy Johnson?
That's the only Playboy I have, is the one with Sandy Johnson as the centerfold. And I found it at a garage sale for like $1. Because same thing, they were selling a bunch of Playboys. They were $1 a piece. And I always knew to look for that specific one, and I found it for like $1.
That's cool.
Yeah, if you do your research, I don't know what you guys are willing to discuss, but I do all kind of research on celebrity titties and shit, dude. And this chick has a lot of stuff out there, not just Halloween and Playboy. She did like gas pump girls or something.
Pump girls, yeah. She was in a couple of those, like, not porn. They call them soft porn at the time, because you see a lot of titties. But yeah, she did a couple of those movies, yeah. And she's super nice. And she's like, did you ever see her husband looks like Santa Claus?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever meet? I'm sure. Did you guys ever meet her? I mean, she's super nice. I met her like 2 years ago.
She was in UK recently, I think, doing some signings.
Yeah, she was over there just recently. Yeah, and I was like, oh, you should take the Playboy to have her sign it. I'm like, oh, that's a little creepy. I don't know if I want to have her sign a new picture.
Not me, man. Fucking not me. I go up, Friday the 13th, part 6. Do you guys remember that movie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, her name's Darcy DeMoss. She was the one in the trailer and the RV that got tipped over. She was the one whose uncle owned the trailer.
Got a face to the side of it?
Yeah. She was doing a signing a year and a half ago. And when I met her, I kind of laced into her a little bit. I'm like, man, this is bullshit. And she's like, what? I said, you shouldn't be able to be in a sex scene in a horror movie without showing your tits. And she's like, oh, that's the kind of thing you're into, huh? And I say, yeah, where's the pictures like that? And I jokingly looked at her table, reaches under the table and grabs some 8x10s that she did when she did some Playboy fucking shoot shit too. And I was like, well, holy shit. She just handed it right over right then and there. It was great. And Jenna Jameson, Pamela Anderson, all of them. I just go right to them and tell them how amazing their tits are and shit. And they think it. Pamela Anderson, she was really pissed at me. I went and met her with the old lady, right? And I go up to her, and you always want to say something to spark kind of a conversation and, to get an experience out of meeting these people. So I go up to her, I said, I think you should write a book yourself, because I've read The Dirt and I've read all these books and they just talk about you like you're a complete idiot. You should write your own book. And she's like, I do write my own stuff, but then these people take it and they twist my words around to make me sound like an idiot. And she says, I got a brain. I'm not just a pretty face. And I got stuck in the moment and I didn't know how to respond to that because my brain wasn't putting Pamela Anderson with a brain into the same fucking category at the same fucking time. So I looked at her and like a dumbass Children of the Corn or some shit, I went, "You're so pretty though." And she was right after she told me she's got a brain. She's not just pretty. I said, "Yeah, you're pretty though." And April's like pushes me. She's like gets all frustrated, signs the picture and pushes it forward. I'm like, "What the fuck did I do? What?"
Anybody before speaking of books, I was reading Alex Aronson's comment about someone should do a coffee table book of all Halloween collectibles and promo items. Believe it or not, I actually spoke to Dustin McNeil about doing one who did Taking Shape books, because he's always commenting on every time I put something up that's rare. He's like, "Where do you get all this stuff? I love that stuff. It's great." So I chat with him and I said, "Look, if you ever want to do a book," I said, "I know myself and I know plenty of other hardcore collectors that would be willing to contribute photos." I said, "Nobody's done it before." So, and he's like, "You know what? If I get the time, maybe I'll do it." So
I think it would be a good ass idea too, because like I've been collecting. Well, I don't say collecting, but I buy them because of how interesting they are. The like Mondo record cover books and stuff like that, and those artwork books, and those magazines that they come out with seasonally, like a random special issue of this or that. It'll be all Halloween stuff, and you open it up, and they have all these old toys and shit posted on there, and it feels like a checklist of that you need to collect and stuff. It's like the greatest thing. That would be so fucking awesome to look through a book of like all of our shit, like in coffee table book format or some shit. That would be badass.
Yeah, and I told him what I spoke to him about doing this. I said, once we get settled in, would you come on and be a guest so we can interview him about the books? And he collects stuff too. He's got a decent collection. He said, absolutely. So maybe one day we'll bring him in here and we'll grill him. Say, come on, man, let's do the book.
Well, what's his level of celebrity? Can he handle the pressure of performing in front of 4 or 5 people at once?
I don't know. I'll have to find out and see what he does. It's pretty tough.
4 or 5 quality people, because this group's about quality and not quantity. Plus, we've already been discussing it. You guys can reference back in this video. We got some Patreon ideas to boost ratings if we need them.
Yeah, no. So they'll arrest me if I try to do that. They're like, please stop. Don't do that.
You'll end up owing all these people money for some reason. You got to pay them to subscribe.
Put the Halloween radio.
What about you, Mike? We left you out though with your stuff that you said that you missed out on.
Yeah. Like something that I wish I would have got. Definitely that script for sure. And then I think that script might be the number one thing. But I'm with you on the H40 thing, because that I was in the exact same boat as you. I didn't have a clue who Jason Edmiston was. I knew those pictures were badass. You could see them and you're like, whoa, those are fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, he froze. Come on, Mike, unfreeze. He's frozen at the moment, guys. This is what I was worried about. That's how you get that hardwire connection. Are you still here on the live, Gabriel?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, hopefully he'll pop back in. That's why I was telling you they got to work on like a hardwired connection, because that's going to happen a lot.
I think Mike's going to come back on right now.
Give him a minute. The other thing that I don't know if Alex Aronson's still in here, but he commented that Gabriel's still there.
Yeah, you see me?
I see you. I'm waiting to see if Michael can get back in, because he must have popped out. He commented on do you have any of the radio? Well, he said he saw the radio Spot LPs and discovered them on my Instagram. Yeah, those things are awesome. Those 45s, I didn't even know about them. I found out about them about 20 years ago. And oh, looks like we lost both people here. Let me see if I can figure out how to get everybody back in. We might have to call this a night because this is actually streamed through Michael's Horror and Pins. But let me see. I'm going to try to text in, see if I can find out from Michael if he's able to get back in. And we can just start up again. Or we'll just do another night. Yes, this is so much stuff. So, guys, what do you want to see? I got a ton of crap behind me. If anybody's still watching. But yeah, those radio spots are awesome. I actually have if you go on my Instagram, you'll see I also have one of the reel-to-reels of the radio spots, which are pretty cool. There's a reel-to-reel radio spot of Halloween 2 from '81 I'm trying to get my hands on. I haven't seen them pop up. I just see it's just somebody online that has one, but I haven't seen anybody sell one. And I think that would be the last one that I need to get because I have the 2 variations. So other than that, I think I got them all. But I'm not sure if they're going to be able to pop back in or not. Let me see. Yeah, that's why I had mentioned I have to talk to Michael about working on a hard-wired connection. I was worried that something was going to happen like that. How did you score the radio spots? The radio spots, where did I find? I know I got one I believe it or not, at a record convention years ago. And the variant I got on Discogs about 5-6 years ago. So if I don't know if anybody goes on Discogs or anybody collects vinyl records, Discogs is basically this giant place to sell vinyl records, which is it's good and bad because you can find some rare stuff, but it's usually not cheap. But plus you can go there if you guys frequent eBay, and with eBay you can set up searches and they'll alert you when things pop up. You do the same thing with Discogs. So if there's anything Halloween related you're looking for, whether it be one of the vinyl that's from a different country, like from Germany or Austria, there's a couple of different vinyl ones. There's one from Holland. You can set up something and it'll alert you when it comes up, and sure as hell it popped up like 5 years ago and I grabbed it before somebody else did. Michael, just hold on 1 second. I think he just said he's not. Hold on. Yeah, I think he was going to pop back in, but I don't think he can get back on or not. But that's how I got those. My Instagram name is actually, if you see right now online on my the bottom of my image here, it says Pat Ring, that Halloween movie collector. That's exactly what it is on Instagram. It's that.halloween.movie.collector. And like I said, I just put everything there.
What's up, doggy?
Whoa, he's back from the dead.
Back from the dead. I can barely hear you. I'm on my phone because the thing cut out. I guess the internet went down. Where'd Gabriel go?
He was on for a little bit longer, then we lost him too.
Yeah, I sent you a message. I think we might have jinxed it talking about hardwiring or something.
I just said that. I said I just talked to him about the hardwire because I was worried something this was going to happen. So yeah, because a couple of times you froze, but it came back. But that last freeze, you didn't come back. You were just like this.
Oh, I stayed like that?
You just froze and then you disappeared. And then Gabriel was there for a bit. Then he dropped out too. I guess we must have lost him too. So that might be something you guys can get I don't know where your router is in your shop. Get a long patch cord and plug it in just so you don't have to worry about that again.
That's one of the problems with this shop, right? So over here on this side is where all the modem and stuff is, because there's only electricity on the left side of the shop. It would have cost thousands, a little over 1,000 rather, to get the electrician to add outlets to this side of the shop. So now I got to put everything over there, blah, blah, blah.
Extension cords.
But anyway, yeah. Well, I hope we didn't lose the motivation of the stream here.
Yeah, Yeah, I got a couple of people ask questions, and they were asking about how I got the radio spots. I was telling them what's my Instagram name, so just tell them the way I got a lot of the vinyl I have. I mean, I got a lot of it from record conventions years ago, not so much from horror conventions. I know you have all the vinyl. I know that, right? All the original vinyl.
Yeah.
Stuff. Did you ever go on Discogs?
You typically what?
Did you ever go on Discogs? It's an internet site.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't remember what that name.
Yeah, Discogs. If you look it up, it's a whole database. It's actually it's more of a collectible record site, but it's also a database because you can put what you're looking for, and when it pops up, it notifies you. So, like if you're looking for like Alex was asking about the radio spots, if you go on there, create an account, and you can you'll search Halloween radio spots, and it'll pop up. They may not be available, but you put them down as wants, and then boom, as soon as they come up, it lets you know. So if anybody's ever looking for rare, Halloween stuff, Halloween records or vinyl, I've had the Waiting Out the 80s album on there forever. It never ever pops up, which I'm sure most hardcore Halloween fans would know what the Waiting Out the 80s album is. I'm sure you know what it is, right?
No, you'll have to educate me on this one. I've never come across this in my travels.
Waiting Out the 80s it's an LP that was put out. It was actually made. There was a certain amount of them pressed by, I forget who, was it Adrienne Barbeau at the time? Or was it, I think it was Adrienne Barbeau when she was married to Carpenter. It's basically Carpenter, it's Carpenter, Nick Castle, and Tommy Lee Wallace. They recorded a bunch of songs and they put them on an album. Actually,
yeah. I remember that.
Right. Actually, Sean Clark auctioned off a sealed copy signed that Nick Castle had given him. I think it went for like $2,800 or something like that.
Yeah, it was the same night as the Laserdisc, wasn't it?
One of them, yeah. They did a sealed copy. I think that was an open copy. A sealed copy, I know he sold, I think it was like $2,800.
That would be interesting to have, I guess. But I mean, you got to be a super Halloween collector to even begin to give a shit about that, though. You know what I mean?
I have it there because I figured maybe one day it'll pop up. Well, the thing is, there was only a certain amount made, so it was really never distributed. So you'd have to get it through somebody's collection. So it probably is going to be pricey. But I'd be curious to see if it ever does pop up because I know Nick mentioned that he only has a handful of them left. I know I'm sure you gave one to Sean Clark. And they auctioned two off. One of them, I think they auctioned off for charity for somebody, but there's very little of those things floating around. So,
I remember the.
What's that?
I just remember the price was getting a little beyond my. I would pay anything for Halloween related shit for the most part. You know what I mean? I'd pay stupid money if I really want it, but. That didn't really strike me as too much of a Halloween item.
Right, yeah, because it technically isn't. Right, it's not a Halloween item, but I'd get it. Oh, he's back from the dead.
Guess who's back?
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, sorry, man. I can't believe I figured out how to do that, to be honest with you.
I had to wait on you. It says you got to wait for the host to add you to the broadcast. I was like, all right, whatever. You got to wait for them.
It was the Pat show.
Yeah, it was the Patrick show, man. That must have been great. Didn't handle it like, you remember that scene in Wayne's World? When Wayne leaves? And all of a sudden, Garth is there by himself, and he's freaking the fuck out. I gotta watch this video back. Make sure that's not what you was doing, was it?
No, I was trying to figure out. I'm like, how can I get somebody else in here? And I just started reading questions. Fortunately, there was a couple of questions, but I think a couple of people left. Looks like some more people are coming in. But actually, my son just texted me. Bob Saget died.
No way.
Oh wow.
My son just texted me, said Bob Saget just died.
Really?
Broken live on our podcast.
Wow. Oh,
yeah.
shit.
That's crazy, man.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. He had some controversy circling him there for a minute, I thought.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell he died of. I didn't know he was sick. He's not that old, but unless it's one of those hoaxes, but he said he just saw it. It just came across somewhere that he died. So I'll have to check out afterwards.
Wow, that sucks. Well, did you guys just get that? I just had my stream kind of stutter, like I was about to lose the internet again.
No, but looks good now.
Right on. Well, what do you guys want to look at while we're in the store real quick? We got about 5 minutes. I'm sure I can keep it alive for that. Then we can get a good solid hour in here.
Let's see what you were gonna what you were looking for before you ended the auction.
Oh, before I ended the auction, I started considering going over to the 18-inch guys.
You said you had something special after the clown, and then you couldn't find it.
Wait. I'm trying to remember what you're talking about here. After the clown, I had something special. Oh, yeah, that was probably my way of getting out of there because I lost my mind. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to pick up on the vibe of the room, and when this doesn't even begin to get bidded on, and this, goes for half of what it's worth. You walk back here and go, fuck no, I'm not putting that up right now. You know what I mean? Too cool. Hey, you want to hear something gangster? If you remember that clown, it went for a pretty cheap price, mainly because the box was kind of damaged. And the knife was missing, right? Well, when we boxed up the clown into the box, because it's never been in the box, it's been loose since the box is so bad, the knife was in the box.
That's always nice.
So
nice.
Hit the jackpot on that one because the knife actually popped up and there's nothing wrong with it now except that box. So cool deal.
That worked out well. For who bought that? Jeff. Was that Jeff that got that?
I think so. I got so much on my mind. It's hard for me to remember all that kind of details, but yeah, it's. I think that was Jeff. Yep.
Nice. And you're gonna do one this Friday too, correct?
Yes. You guys want to look around and tell me what category to pull from? Maybe I could do the Halloween collectors podcast item that we choose tonight.
Do an auction tonight?
No, that we don't auction off tonight. That we pick something really exciting to be bid on Friday.
That works.
What do you think?
Trying to think of what I'm looking for and what Gabriel's looking for. We could just come to a consensus of what it would be. That'd be cool.
Mike knows what I'm looking for.
What is it?
So,
no questions asked.
What about one of these shadow boxes?
What about those German movies that you were showing last week?
Which ones? The lenticular one?
I think the Steelbook, the lenticular. He said you had some Brazilian ones, Spanish ones.
This?
Yeah, something like that. Those are cool.
I'm still waiting for mine. It hasn't come from Germany.
The lenticular one, right?
Just 6. I have 3, 4, and 5. I just never had 6. And I finally found 6 for a good price out of Germany. And it's been over a month. And they said, we're just behind us the holidays. So I'm hoping it shows up soon.
So would you guys help me track down the people? Because obviously we know who would be interested in something like that. If you guys could help me go to those people that you know and say, hey, this is going to be auctioned off. You might want to check it out. I would be willing to find something pretty crazy here. Well, let's see.
Jeff Donnell, who got the freaking clown doll, he's asking if you have any masks.
Yeah, I got all of them, really. A ton of them. It's hard to do because I'm facing the wrong way.
Now, Jeff, you looking for like custom? Are you looking for custom, or are you looking for just the generic TOTS ones? So just so Michael knows, you're looking for like nags or
that one's just falling apart.
Anything in particular? Hey, look, there's the phone. Auction off the phone.
What?
Auction off the phone.
The daily. All right, check that. And then, can you see them all?
I can definitely see them all. What? Can you get closer and just go from left to right, panning, just so you can see?
Oh, right there. What's his? What is that? Butcher?
Which one?
The very top. What's the name? H5, I think, right?
Oh, the brute mask.
Which one?
The brute mask that he wore inside when he was driving the Camaro.
Oh yeah.
Butcher.
You,
Brute.
The
you
brute
want to
mask.
do a brute mask? Would that be exciting?
Isn't that one pretty heavy? Like when you think it's
Yes.
like a heavy piece?
Fuck yes, it is. I wouldn't put it
Brute.
on.
There we go. Thanks, Patrick. Butcher, I said.
I'd have got your common type. Yeah, these are all pretty common. That's the problem. Those ones are all common. So masks aren't gonna work. But we were onto something with these Blu-rays and stuff. Let's see here.
And more zombie stuff, because it seems like every week people are asking for zombie stuff.
Yeah, and that's the problem. There's so few of it, and I've been trying to supply and demand, and I've been putting Rob Zombie stuff up left and right, and now I'm running out of Rob Zombie stuff myself.
Like I said, I sold all my zombie stuff off. Otherwise, I'd gladly,
You have the old sideshow statue?
What about that?
Yeah, I just sold that one. So, yep.
What sideshow statue are we talking about?
I remember someone was asking for, what is it, the 1/3?
Oh, yeah. But the problem with those is I don't know.
Right.
The statues and stuff, I don't know. I don't know what you guys can see. I apologize. But shipping would be a motherfucker.
Oh, the PCS statue you're talking about. Yeah, that thing's a beast.
Yeah, but how much do you think that would cost to ship? That'd be like $150 to ship.
Yeah, what's the weight on it? It weighs a ton.
Heavy as fuck. I don't think that's an option on the post office, but that's what it weighs.
I like the idea of prints and the lenticular books, the steel books and the lenticular ones.
Steel books.
Like the DVD, the different alternative variants, they have like.
What about that one?
Speaking of DVDs, do you have the box set by any chance?
Yeah.
That I'm looking for?
Yeah, you're talking about the main box set, right? The big one?
The Shout Factory?
Yeah, if you have that, I want that.
Where is it?
There it is.
Can you see it? Is it in there?
It's in the hay.
Yeah, I kind of see it. It's the square one, right? It's the box set.
Yeah, I got it in there. I just can't see with the phone facing this way and all that shit.
Let me know if you're getting rid of that one.
The problem with that one is every time people ask me prices on some of this stuff, I cringe because I don't want to be looked at as the bad guy. But sometimes these things, saying the price out loud makes you look like a dick. You know what I'm saying? Because that box set's like $1,000. So if I had the price on how much to sell it for, I'd probably start thinking right around that. And I know you could get it for cheaper than that.
Yeah.
But
if that's the case, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Anyway, that's how people are. But those things are hard to come across too, man.
Mm-hmm. So
I completely forgot before when you guys were talking about finding things in the wild. Two things I found in the wild. Not necessarily in the wild, but if you ever go on Facebook Marketplace, which is like the local garage sale type shit.
Yeah.
I was selling when my in-laws passed away. We were selling a lot of their furniture on there because we didn't need. There was a whole house full of furniture, so we had to get rid of it. So I would go on there and same thing. I'm like, I'll punch in Halloween, see what the hell shows up. Of course, it's like all costumes and decorations. 2 different times. One time for $15 was the Halloween, the 20th anniversary with the snow globe set.
Oh yeah,
which I have right behind me. It was still that opened $15. So I was like,
hey.
I ran and got it for $15. And the only other thing in the wild, oh god, what the hell was it? It was the
These, right, Patrick?
Yeah, it was the complete box set. It was a complete set, which I have it behind me. It's up behind me. But I had already had it. But for $15, I was going to go get it. So I ended up getting it and selling it to a collector that I knew for they sell for like $200-300. I sold it for $50 to them. I said it was worth, for 15 I paid at the time to go get it and everything. I'm like, it was pretty fair. I could have put it on eBay and sold it for $200. I gave it them for $50. And I got that, the two Myers figures, the Hobo Myers one and the other one, which is there was a Hobo one and the other one. I forget what it was, where the two Cinema of Fear figures. I recently sold them. I got two of those on Facebook Marketplace for like $60.
Damn.
And one other time I was in a flea market and I picked up, I still have. It was the 20th anniversary VHS with the Halloween T-shirt from '98. Remember the little package?
Yeah.
Yeah, I picked up at this flea market. We were just walking around one day and somebody was selling it for $10.
Oh, that's so crazy. You're the reason I found that. Weren't you the one that told me that you saw one and you knew I was looking for one?
Yeah. That's what I do. I find it for, if I see collectors, I look, hey, I have this. Go get it. If you're not going to get it, I'll get it. And I'll just hang on to it if somebody's ever looking for it. But yeah, it's plenty of people. I've told people, look, go find this or go that. There was another guy on Instagram that I said, I forget his name, but he was always looking for stuff, mostly H2O stuff. So I found he was always looking for the H2O 35 millimeter reel teaser trailers and press kits and stuff. Anytime I came across one, I always let him know because I already had all that stuff. But yeah, that's why this is one of the reasons right, Michael, when I talked to you, I said, let's get a group together where we can do this, chat with people, help people find stuff. It's not a competition. I said, I'm always saying, hey guys, I have this, but if you're looking for it, it's here. And hopefully people will return the favor and say, Pat, I know you're looking for this.
Yeah.
Just help each other out.
That's the whole love for the community, like if it wasn't for a lot of people like I know I met on Instagram, I would have not had this big of a collection.
That's how you get the same thing. Yeah, I found a lot of people.
Like me, Mike is helping me out right now. You're helping me out right now. We all looking out for certain products, and we just point them out to you guys.
What about these? I could auction these off. Those yeah. What about these?
Which ones?
Hold on. Ugh. These things. Where are we at?
Oh, that's the new Shout Factory releases. Yeah, they're nice. If people can get them, get them. Those are super. Because that has the vinyl in it too, right?
Yep. So that's what the item will be. That's what we'll auction off next Friday. We can let people know.
And each one has 7-inch vinyl, correct?
What's that? Yes.
They each have the orange vinyl. Yeah, I love those. I love the vinyl stuff. That's one of the big things I love.
Yeah, I didn't pick that one up actually.
There you go. Now you got the goods. You got the in for Friday.
Yeah.
You know what's coming out.
So Jeff, if you're watching,
if you're still there, Jeff, it's gonna be a duel.
Yeah, those are cool, Mike. Hey, do those come with the pins also or no?
No, that's the set. I got the set as well, right there on the floor. If you can see.
Mm-hmm.
But those pins, no, that's the set right there. But that's kind of why I was all right with selling those this Friday because I already have the set. So
I didn't get the pins because when I ordered them at the time, I guess I didn't even realize I had a set with pins. I just got it with the complete set with the posters. So I got all the Shout Factory posters, one for each movie. But the pin set I'll pick up somewhere. I saw somebody on it. You can just pick them up on the side. So I'll pick them up somewhere just to have it. But
I like the pin set personally. I'm gonna try to find them. They go well with the other ones that I have. Like Creepy Company put out a few years back, the first variant, and then like 2 or 3 years ago they have another pin set. I like those.
Let's see some of those. On here. While we're doing our pins conversation. Probably can't see shit though, huh? Too far.
It's kind of hard. It's a little far.
Well, my friends, I have to close this place up and get on out of here for the evening. I got a long drive actually that I take back to the house from here every single day. And
How far is it?
but I'm really well, it's not how far it is, it's how long it takes to get there because of the San Antonio traffic.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's actually
Well, don't come to California, man. The traffic's even worse here. Trust me.
every time I go to California, I just get in the rental and ride the fast lane that no one is in for some reason. I don't remember it being too terrible. Uh-oh, we're stuttering again. Can you guys hear me?
No, you're fine.
Okay, cool. So before
All
this
right.
I'll do a cheers here. You guys can keep doing it if you want, but I got to close up. But I will definitely be doing the Facebook auction Friday, and we already know at least one thing that we'll put up.
Cool.
Yeah, if
So
anybody thinks of
it's
anything.
exciting. And if you want to join us, whoever wants to join us, Gabriel, you want to hit it up next week, feel free, man. Just let us know.
Cool. Thanks, guys. It's a pleasure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
collectors want to come in, show, talk about your collection, show off some stuff. Hey, like I said, it can't be any more laid back than the two of us.
More laid back than they may think, as a matter of fact.
You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well,
And tell-
perfect.
Tell your friends, come watch.
Exactly. I got so many things I'm promoting these days. The album just hit Facebook or Spotify and shit. So, I mean, I'm trying to build a network so I could just tell everybody, hey, hop on this podcast, and then we could just rock and roll from there. So we'll get some people built up once we get our groove going. It'll be easy cash.
What you gotta do is have Matt's the technical guy, have him work on an intro for the podcast with one of the tunes, the one with Danielle screaming.
Yeah, I'll have them put together something, and that's what I'm saying. If we want to go edit style and do it not live format, or maybe do live for a little bit and take clips from the live and put it into something that's more structured, that'd be kind of cool. If that makes sense.
And let me know if you're gonna be posting this one up, Patrick.
What's that?
So let me know if this one's posting up. If you guys are doing, because you said you're doing it YouTube now, right?
Yeah, well, now it's going to be in Michael's group, in the Michael's Horror and Pins on YouTube. So when we're done here, it should be logged in there. So
all right,
anybody
cool.
can go back and watch it. And why don't you talk to Matt and see if there's a way you can load up the other ones, because doesn't StreamYard save them?
Mm-hmm.
See if you can put them all up there so we have one concise space. What I'd like to do is down the road to do item specific episodes and bring people in, okay, we're going to do all vinyl releases one night. Yeah, everybody show their Halloween vinyl. Everybody show their Halloween, one figures. Just almost like some theme-driven ones, because I thought that'd be kind of cool. I mean, I love the chatting stuff too, but we say, okay, tonight we're all going to show what we have in the Halloween one figures, and
you'll do the trivia one too. I think you guys were talking about the trivia.
The trivia would be fun. Yeah, I'm up for that. I have to go back and watch it again. I mean, not that I haven't watched Halloween a million times, but I'll go back and just watch it again. I was just watching Halloween Kills, obviously on DVD the other night, which is the extended scenes in the gag reel is kind of cool. I don't know why they didn't leave that ending in, because it's much better.
Yes, absolutely.
I thought it was a lot cooler that there was the callback to that phone call, but what the hell do I know? Not much.
Well, cool, Mr. Patrick. We'll put something together and structure the shit, and we'll chat about it. And you guys have a great night, and I will see you guys on Friday for the auction.
All right,
Friday night.
Week.
Cheers, guys.
Take care, guys.